the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And they're starting off the season playing the 76ers here. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Bird is out there with Garnett. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard position.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. The rebound by Garnett.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Now here's Bradley. Johnson the screen. Now here's Crowder. Bird covering. He got right to the cup using that screen.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The tray. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. He singled out KG as a player they would like to contain. He said that it goes beyond what KG can contribute in the stat sheet, explaining when Garnett gets going with his intensity, that just feeds into the rest of the team and it becomes a vicious cycle. Keeping Kevin from igniting his team is something they'd like to avoid here.
And thank you, Doris.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Thomas with another miss. Philadelphia with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Bird. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Bird hits them both.
Well, with Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no... coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success. I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring. But pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
Puts up a 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
In the corner, Crowder with it. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams and their playing experience, part of their preparation for being coaches. Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead.
Here's Thomas. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was... out of his element at all right there.
A nice shot by Zeller.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Olynyk with the steal. Turner passes to Thomas. Leonard with the steal. LeBron drives in. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. LeBron's got his first points in this one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
That's his first personal foul.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective. You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The 76ers leading by 12. James kicks to Jordan. And Leonard has it in the corner. The tray. Another three for Philadelphia.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers on top, up by 15. And the second. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
Putting all the pressure on me to be better and come through.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility. And lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the five guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Russell Westbrook out there with Carter. Then it's Bird. Then it's Garnett. And it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Westbrook. Bird kicks to Carter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's O'Neal. Another three for Philadelphia.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
There's the pick. Here's Bradley. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here's Turner. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done. You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time. Getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And here's Bradley after Shaquille O'Neal hit the 3 moments ago. Outside for Sullinger. Off target with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
O'Neal high post. From deep. And the 76ers get it back. Garnett wide open. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Mickey's checked in from Amir Johnson. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Olajuwon's checked in for Garnett. McHale comes in for Bird. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Vince Carter. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Turner against Iverson. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Mickey. It's blocked by Shaq. From outside the arc. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by McHale.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range. And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the past 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball with just a little more seasoning. I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Iverson. Here's Olajuwon, and at last they get one to fall. Olajuwon's got his first points of the game. And Turner kicks to Crowder. No one near him. The shot is off, and it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's McGrady. Hits it from three-point range. McGrady's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. Celtics have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Sullinger. Marcus Smart comes in for Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Evan Turner.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Smart to the left side wing. Shot by Crowder, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Smart after Kevin McHale's score. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's good. Thomas got 5 now.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Stolen by Thomas. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. For Boston, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. Free throw good, Crowder.
Will be at the line shooting 2.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Jordan. No good on that last second attempt there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Larry Bird. He's got 13 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
And for the 76ers, their shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. He had a nice open look right there. O'Neal's got 11 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. Tops in scoring, 2nd in steals, and of course he was also top 5 in assists. With his court vision, one of the league's premier playmakers.
Yeah, and that's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you really can't contain him.
O'Neal misses the 3. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. 4th, the 76ers.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Boston making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Here's Shaq from beyond the arc and then some. O'Neal's got 14 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Bradley, no one around him. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Philadelphia has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
And here is Thomas following Larry Bird's 3. Sullinger, no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins. On the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff teams.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
Now Turner. Carter's missing on the 3. And an intentional foul right there. Boston making some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. For Amir Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Here's Olynyk. Boston again missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-4 run. With the shot. They grab their own miss. LeBron kicks to Iverson. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Iverson's got 6 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And James throws it down hard.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just maps on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Mickey. The 76ers getting the bucket. And that's out of bounds. Boston will... retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Smart looking for his first basket.
It's hard to believe he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better, he's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And here is Thomas. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Double team on Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Jordan with it. Now Thomas defending. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
On the wing, Turner. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
And that one's good, Iverson.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Outside Thomas. 2 on the clock. Can't get the layup.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court are your Celtics dancers.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Celtics shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Olajuwon is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Jordan. Then there's West. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And the basket by Rozier.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
So it's Boston now. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Oh, look, league business clearly. Doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Larry Bird's checked in for Jordan. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for West. Here's Rozier. Terrific design on the big foot. He lays it in. Rozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
McGrady outside. That's good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Here's Holland. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Bird's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.